We all know that most celebrities make a lot of money. If you hear a familiar name in Hollywood, you can be sure that this person is incredibly wealthy. Some actors and actresses will work for decades, bringing in more and more money. Others will make a lot of money, then they'll retire. In this video, we're taking a look at some of the stars who made so much money that they decided to retire at the peak of their career. Facts First presents 15 celebrities who left fame behind after making millions. If you're excited to see how much money these celebrities make, click the like button. Then click subscribe and the notification bell to stay up to date with our videos. Rick Moranis, net worth $10 million. Rick Moranis was an actor, a comedian, a director, and a screenwriter. Some of his best-known roles were in Ghostbusters, Little Shop of Horrors, and Spaceballs. He also starred in the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids franchise. In 1991, tragedy struck Rick's life when his wife died. After her death, it was up to him to take care of their children. In 2007, Rick announced he would be retiring because fatherhood was a challenge and his children needed him. Since then, he had a small voiceover role on The Goldbergs. Freddie Prinze Jr., net worth $19 million. Freddie was a very popular actor. He starred in films including She's All That, Summer Catch, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. These were just a few of Freddie's movies at the height of his career. Freddie had a recurring role on Friends and had a few voiceover roles. Freddie met his wife, Sarah Michelle Gellar, when they starred together in Scooby-Doo. In 2017, Freddie announced he was retiring from acting. He loves to cook and released a few cookbooks, but he's done with acting for now. Kirk Douglas, net worth $60 million. Kirk Douglas was born in 1916, and in December 2019, he turned 103. Kirk had a very successful career as an actor and a filmmaker. His role in the boxing movie Champion earned him an Oscar nomination and international fame in 1949. He also won an award for his role in The Bad and the Beautiful. In 1955, Kirk started his own film company called Reiner Productions. He had a very successful career, and in 2010, he retired. He was 94 years old when he retired. Sidney Poitier, net worth $25 million. Sidney was born in Florida and started acting in 1947. He's an actor, a director, an author, and a diplomat. Sidney was the first African-American actor to win an Oscar for Best Actor. He was also the first African-American actor who won a Golden Globe for Best Actor. He won these awards for his role in Lilies of the Field. He continued to act for decades. In 1974, Sidney was granted knighthood from the hands of Queen Elizabeth II. He was also given the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2001, Sidney announced he was retiring. Brian Wilson, net worth $75 million. Brian Wilson was part of one of the greatest bands of all time, the Beach Boys. He's responsible for more than 24 of the group's top 40 singles for Capitol Records. He's recognized as being one of the best songwriters of the 20th century. In 2017, Brian stopped performing. It was time for him to enjoy his life, and he announced his retirement. Carl Reiner, net worth $70 million. Carl Reiner is an actor and a comedian who worked in the industry for over 7 decades. Carl started in TV comedy in 1947. Carl co-wrote the shows Caesar's Hour and Your Show of Shows. He also starred in their shows. Carl was also the founder and developer of The Dick Van Dyke Show. He also wrote and planned films with the great Steve Martin, and in 1979, he directed the film The Jerk. In 2018, he announced that he was retiring. Harry Belafonte, net worth $28 million. Harry Belafonte is a singer and a producer. He's known as the King of Calypso because he's the one who made this style. He also earned himself the reputation for being the best singer in history in the Jamaican-American community. Harry did more than sing and dance. He also worked as an actor, starring in films including Carmen Jones, Island in the Sun, and Odds Against Tomorrow. Harry was very loyal to Martin Luther King, the well-known civil rights activist. During the 50s and 60s, Harry was a civil rights activist, and he risked his freedom to make the world a better place. Harry may have retired from Hollywood in 2018, but he's still doing social activism work. Stuart Whitman, net worth $5 million. Stuart was born in San Francisco in 1928. When he was attending City College, he got his big break when a talent scout discovered him. His first role in a movie was in the film When Worlds Collide. He also starred in The Day the World Stood Still. After signing with MGM Studios, Stuart's career blew up. He starred in Barbed Wire, 1 Minute to Zero, All I Desire, The All-American, Silverlode, and King of the Carnival. He had a very long, successful career in Hollywood. In 2000, he announced he was retiring at the age of 72. Katherine Ross. Net worth $5 million. Katherine Ross is an award-winning actress. She starred in some of the greatest films of all time, including The Graduate, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids, The Stepford Wives, and Voyage of the Damned. Katherine was born in Hollywood, California in 1940. Katherine's romantic life was not as successful as her acting career. Here's how much Katherine earned during her career: $5 million. Betty White. Net worth $75 million. Betty White is best known for her roles in The Mary Tyler Moore Show, The Golden Girls, and Hot in Cleveland. She's the last of the Golden Girls who's still alive. Betty started her career in 1939, and her fans have adored her for decades. In 2010, Betty became the oldest host on Saturday Night Live, and she was 88 years old at the time. Today, she's 97. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Net worth $15 million. Jonathan was born in Pennsylvania. He's best known for his role as Randy Taylor in Home Improvement alongside Tim Allen. He also lent his voice as young Simba in Disney's Lion King. Jonathan announced that he was leaving Home Improvement to focus on his education, but it didn't happen right away. Instead, he worked in a few movies. He did focus on his studies, and he attended Harvard University, Columbia University, and he studied in Scotland. Jonathan returned to Hollywood for a short period of time, and he had roles in Smallville, Man Standing, and 8 Simple Rules. In 2016, Jonathan announced his retirement again and has been out of the public eye ever since. Jack Nicholson. Net worth $400 million. Jack Nicholson is a legendary Hollywood actor. He's been working in Hollywood for 6 decades, and during this time, he's won 3 Oscars. Jack is one of only 3 actors in the world to have accomplished this. He also won 6 Golden Globes, and in 2001, he was honored by the Kennedy Center. Jack also received a Lifetime Achievement Award for AFI and is one of the youngest stars to receive this honor. One of his last projects was the hit film The Departed. In 2010, Jack announced his retirement. He did say that if the right role comes around, he'd be willing to come out of retirement to star in it. Gene Hackman. Net worth $85 million. Gene Hackman is one of the best actors of all time. He started his career in 1956 when he played Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde. This earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. His role in The French Connection made him a legend in Hollywood. During his career, Gene won 2 Oscars and 4 Golden Globes. In 2004, Gene broke the hearts of millions when he announced his retirement. David Caruso. Net worth $35 million. David started acting in 1975. He's best known for his role in the hit TV show NYPD Blue. He also had roles in CSI Miami, First Blood, An Officer and a Gentleman, Hill Street Blues, and Getting Wasted. After a long and successful career, David announced he was retiring in 2012. Christopher Olsen. Net worth $500,000. Christopher is the brother of Susan Olsen, who played Cindy Brady on The Brady Bunch. He was a child actor who starred in many TV shows, including Lassie, Ozzie and the Adventures of Harriet, and Make Room for Daddy. He also starred in films including The Man Who Knew Too Much, The Fastest Gun Alive, and Tarnished Angels. Christopher didn't see himself as an actor, and in 1960, he announced his retirement. He retired before his sister became famous. He says that he felt as though he accomplished everything in Hollywood and it was time to move on to something else. That wraps up our list. Now we'd like to hear from you. If you were a rich celebrity, would you retire or would you keep working? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Factsverse for more great videos.